Rogers, Steven.
Just give me a chance.
Sorry, son.
I'm saving your life.
How are you, Mr. Joe?
I'm good.
Congratulations on the movie, by the way. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It's quite refreshing to see a blockbuster movie set in the 1940s.
That's why I wanted to make this film.
And it captured the whole patriotic American 1940s.
Yeah, it was. You know, the comic book came out right before we were in World War II, and it was really a propaganda tool.
Right.
This, I didn't want to be a propaganda tool. I want this. I mean, the story is universal. It's about a character who just doesn't want to give up. And you know, the most American thing about this movie is probably the title.
How did you guys all hone in? I mean, you could have set him in the contemporary setting. How did you all hone in and decide that set it in the 40s?
Well, we recognized that we had one chance to tell the origin story of who this guy was, and that would be the starting point for all the other sequels and any films where this character appears. And it would have been strange to make a contemporary film and then go back to the 40s. So we wanted to do it, but we wanted to do it first.
Right.
And we were all in favor of it, and we convinced the guys with the money that it was the way to go.
Now, Mr. Stark.
And they will personally escort Adolf Hitler to the gates of hell.
All those characters are from the comic books, and mostly the Brubaker series, the more recent comic books. I was not a fan of the comics when I grew up. I was doing other things, I guess. But that allowed me to be objective and pick the pieces of the comic that I wanted to build the story around. The way I approach these things is I have to make the film that I want to see, and with Marvel's help, we turn it into the film that hopefully the fans want to see as well.
I'm a fan of Captain America. I loved even the 1960s. Remember the 1960s cartoon?
Yeah, those are a little odd. Yeah, those are strange.
Or the 1970s cheesy movie.
There were two films. There was,
right.
Yeah, I think it was a TV movie and another De Laurentiis film, I think.
But this one is the best adaptation of it, definitely.
I didn't rip off any of those other films.
Good for you. Majority of the success of Captain America lies on Chris Evans. Mm-hmm. How did you all zero in on him?
Well, Chris was the actor we wanted from the beginning, and he had said no. Yeah. So after he said no, we went and screen tested a dozen guys trying to find, Chris Evans Jr., and we just couldn't find him. We didn't find anyone with a combination of the attributes that he had, and so we made a choice. Okay, he doesn't want to do it. Let's change his mind.
Right.
Let's convince him. Let's go after him, which we did. And I think after he met us and met the team and saw the artwork, and we sort of shamed him into it and said, if you don't do this, you're out of your mind.
What quality of him did you find from the very beginning?
He's a very upfront. He's a very humble, hardworking actor. He's a lot like Steve Rogers in a way.
In the film, there's a scene where Captain America, getting ready to be the vaudeville actor, says, "I don't think I can do this." It's very similar of what he's going through.
That's
initially.
right. That's right.
Right.
And that scene, the whole USO thing. We wanted to reference the original suit from the 40s, the pajamas with the star. And that was the only way we could justify doing that, was that USO show. But I love the USO show. And the music, Alan Menken wrote the song for us. And it consistently scored as one of the top three favorite scenes.
I clapped in that scene.
That's good. That's
and
great.
I clapped at the end.
Good.
So congratulations, Mr.
Thank you very much.
And good luck.
Thank you.
You're late.
Nobody's perfect.